welcome to Pariksha, and I hope you all have enjoyed your Dashera and weekends in the last these days. And also, as this is a time of World Cup, you all must be enjoying the World Cup as well. But the time is now coming in which this is very vulnerable, and all the important examination are in the row, so we have to study as well. So without delaying, let's start with the video, which will introduce you about the complete paper 1 syllabus of UGC NET. Irrespective of the subject, this paper is common for all the subjects. So everyone should watch, and this video is important for everyone. And in after like 2-3 minutes, we will be discussing about these terminologies in the paper 1. And this is the terminology mostly used under research aptitude section, and these are the terms that will be used throughout the upcoming videos. That's why I have decided to discuss these topics first. So now let's start with the content. So paper 1 syllabus of UGC NET. So paper 1 of NET examination contain these number of sections, and all sections have like equal weightage. All questions, like question from all sections, are like already given, like 5 questions from each of the 10 sections. And all have like 2 marks for each question. So first section is teaching aptitude. In the coming videos we will be discussing about teaching aptitude, from where there is 5 questions and of 10 marks. I have already made that PDF on this section, and we will be coming with that in the upcoming videos. So teaching research, second one is the research aptitude. So research aptitude also have 5 question weightage and 10 marks for each. This like section is important, most important, and like this is not a very big section, but still it has models to be understand, and few terminologies like qualitative and quantitative that I have already showed, and other than that there are various terminologies under that, methods for research, and fundamental research, and there are many terminologies under these section. Third one is reading comprehensive. I don't think we have to give much focus onto that, and most of you are already aware of this thing, and we will be covering this section at the last only, because this is like common and everyone has done in this in his schools and then in their graduation, some people. The fourth one is communication. Communication is also an important section, but it's a easy one. So after done with we will be done with the research aptitude, we will be like taking up the communication. So our chronology will be, first we will do this, then we will do communication, then we will do research aptitude. And for quant, like for reasoning and logical, you can check our other videos, and I will be coming with the video like in the 2-3 days, where we will be discussing the this year's June attempt paper 1, and we will be go through the reasoning and LR and quant. So at the same time, quant reasoning and logical reasoning also have the same weightage of 5 questions with 10 marks each. 10 marks for each question, each section, like 2 marks for each question. And then there is a data interpretation. This is something that is related to more related to communication rather than quant. Because if you understand the question well, then you will be easily able to solve the ambiguous question that has been given in these sections. Now, eighth one is ICT. For ICT, I will be coming up with a question series, and we will try to complete all the ICT question in a single video. And then there is a section of people and environment that is not much covered, but still we will come up with the last year questions and we will cover with that. Then there is one more section of higher education system governance and polity administration that we have already covered in some of our video of early other sections, other playlists, but still I will come up with some questions and we will cover it as well. So in the next 10 days we will be covering all the sections, and we will try to finish the paper 1. as soon as possible. So join our Telegram for the PDFs that I used to use in these videos to study to, and also subscribe our YouTube, like, share, and subscribe, and help us in growing. Now let's come to what is data and what is qualitative and quantitative data. So data is a collection of words, number, facts, and observation. Like data can be anything. Data can be like number of the passengers that have passed through you in front of the road or in your house. Then data can be the number of customers that have came to the particular store. So anything can be a data, and the data can be of various type also. So the two major type of data, one is qualitative and the other is quantitative. So qualitative data, in the qualitative data, we describe the qualities and characteristics of the data. Like here we don't talk about number. We talk about the, like, there are particularly some segments in the data. Like apple. So apple can be green or apple can be red. You cannot say apple is pink. So this is like, so here we talk, and there is nothing like this come before or this after. There is no series, no chronology, just about the characteristic and quality. And second one is descriptive, like qualitative data is descriptive. It tells about description, as I already told. Like apple is green, so it is a description. And in quantitative data, it refers to the numerical data. So when we talk about the number of customers visited at a store, you will say 200 customers. So this is something which is quantitative, because we have told the quantity exact. So now come up to the qualitative data. So qualitative data cannot be measured or counted. You cannot measure apple is pink or apple is green. You cannot measure it. You just tell the characteristic. So it is a more of descriptive type and expressed through the words and language. So let me tell in Hindi as well. I like to cover biology. तो डेटा क्वालिटेटिव डेटा में ये होता है कि उनको हम गिनती करने के बजाय हम उनके बारे में बताते हैं. लाइक भी हम उनके स्वरूप के बारे में बताते हैं कि ये ऐसा है, और सेब है तो ये लाल है या हरा है. तो ये होता है क्वालिटेटिव डेटा. और जब हम बात करते हैं क्वांटिटेटिव डेटा की, तो क्वांटिटेटिव डेटा में हम ये बताते हैं कि एक दुकान पे एक दिन में कितने कस्टमर आए. तो जब हम उनकी क्वांटिटी बताते हैं, लोग बताते हैं जिसको हम गिन सकते हैं, इनकी गणना हो सकती है, तो उसे हम क्वांटिटेटिव बोलते हैं. और जिसमें हम उसके बारे में, उसके स्वरूप को या फिर उसके चरित्र को बताते हैं, उसे हम क्वालिटेटिव डेटा बोलते हैं. तो क्वालिटेटिव डेटा इज लाइक इट्स डायनेमिक. डायनेमिक का मतलब ये किसी भी टाइप का हो सकता है, एंड इट डिस्क्राइब सर्टेन कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स एंड एट्रीब्यूट अबाउट द डेटा सेट. तो इट डिस्क्राइब्स कि एप्पल है, एप्पल का शेप ये है, एप्पल का कलर ये है, एंड यहाँ से आया. तो ये होता है क्वालिटेटिव डेटा. नाउ टाइप्स ऑफ and there under qualitative there are two categories, nominal and ordinal. So nominal data is like identified by particular names or categories that I already given the example of the color of the apple. So when we talk about the name or categories, तो that is nominal. तो nominal data में हम category में बात करते हैं. जो एप्पल वाला एग्जाम्पल था वो नॉमिनल डेटा में आता है. सो द वैल्यूज दैट आर एलोकेटेड टू डिस्टिंक्ट कैटेगरीज. तो इसमें जो वैल्यू होती हैं वो कैटेगरीज में पहले से ही गिवन होती हैं और हमें उसमें से ही चूज करना रहता है. एक एग्जांपल ले लेते हैं, जैसे आपके मोबाइल का कवर है. योर मोबाइल कवर कैन बी ब्लैक, कैन बी सिल्वर और कैन बी गोल्डन, लाइक कलर ऑफ योर मोबाइल फोन. और व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट जेंडर, you can choose in between the men, women and trans only. You cannot say gender as 5. So these are the nominal data in which we have to choose something from the given choices, or it is universally known that you will choose from these one only. Like इसमें पहले से हमें पता होता है कि या तो आप ये होंगे, नहीं तो ये होंगे, नहीं ये होंगे, इससे बाहर आप नहीं जाएंगे. तो यही होता है nominal qualitative data. Now we will come to the ordinal data. Ordinal data refers to the like in this data is placed in some kind of order. तो ordinal data में भी कैटेगरी होती है, बट इसमें ऑर्डर होता है. लाइक अगर आपने कोई एक चुना तो आपका ये पता चल जाएगा कि टॉप वाले से थोड़ा नीचे हैं। तो जो ऑर्डर होता है उसमें लाइक पोजीशन ऑफ स्केल होता है, जैसे यहाँ पे है दिया है position on a scale, and it may indicate superiority. Ordinal data has a natural rank and order. Like the rank that has been given is natural. Like you don't set it by yourself. It is already assigned or already known to people, and you don't have to tell them like good is better than average. You don't have to tell. It is already given. Now, ordinal data can be both. Remember this thing, quantitative and categorical. ऑर्डिनल डेटा जो होता है वो क्वांटिटेटिव भी हो सकता है और कैटेगोरिकल भी हो सकता है। दिस इज नाउ एग्जांपल फॉर ऑर्डिनल डेटा इज व्हेन यू आस्क लेट्स आस्क अबाउट द लेवल ऑफ एग्जाम, the paper 1 exam of June. So you can say like it was easy, it was medium, or it was hard. Or we can say Virat Kohli's performance in World Cup 2023. So it can be good, average, or bad. Like when we talk about maybe about Babar Azam, we can say it's bad. But when we are talk about Kohli, we will choose either from this one or this one. Now, from where we will get qualitative data. So qualitative data can be collected through various methods. Like हम survey से various qualitative data ला सकते हैं. We can get it from feedback forms, from focus groups, from expert opinions. Like when we talk about Virat Kohli's performance, expert opinion is something that matters the most. लाइक बगल वाले गांव के टीटू का हमें ओपिनियन नहीं इसमें ज़्यादा मैटर करेगा. इसमें मैटर करेगा सुनील गावस्कर ओपिनियन दे रहे हैं, कपिल देव ओपिनियन दे रहे हैं, MS धोनी दे रहे हैं. So we can consider that one because they will talk about something logical. Now come up to the quantitative data. So quantitative data that refers to any information that can be quantified in numeric terms. As I already told, it can be quantified in numeric terms. And it can be measured or analyzed by statistical techniques like by histograms or by some calculation we can measure it. Like for example in calculation, like in 1 hour 10 customer visited a shop. So if I ask like 5 hours, then we can see like 5 into 10 equal to 50 customer will visit that shop. So that is something we have calculated using statistical technique. So it is quantitative data and it is gathered by measuring and counting things. Now under quantitative there are 4 types, which is discrete, continuous, interval, and ratio. So what is discrete data? Discrete data is quantified, that is fixed numerical values, and it can be counted as finite value and known as discrete data. And it is a type of data that has clear spaces between values, and also it contains a distinct and separate value. To represent discrete data, we use pie charts, bar charts, or bar graphs. Like for example, number of criminal caught in a particular quarter. Like when we talk about the police of a particular state, they take record of number of criminals. So that is something that is discrete. They show it using bar graph on a particular scale. They show it like ये इतना है, इस महीने में इतने हो गए, फिर इतने हो गए. तो we can के कि डिस्क्रीट डेटा को बार ग्राफ के थ्रू मेजर किया जाता है और जो पर्टिकुलर क्वार्टर में उसकी जो क्वांटिटी होती है वो शो की जाती है विद द हेल्प ऑफ पाई चार्ट. और व्हेन वी यूज पाई चार्ट वी कैन यूज इट बाय मेजरिंग. देन ये क्वार्टर का हो गया, दूसरे क्वार्टर का हो गया, ये तीसरे क्वार्टर का हो गया, ये फोर्थ क्वार्टर का हो गया. फोर्थ क्वार्टर में ज़्यादा है. इट इज़ इजीली विजिबल. Now, what is continuous data? So, continuous data refers to the data that have values that are not fixed and have finite number of possible values. So, in the value in the continuous data are not fixed and have an infinite number of possible values. It is variable. Then you will say like how it is different from discrete data. So, it is in this variable can take any value within a range. Like there is a range that has been given. You cannot say like criminal will be in between 1 to 100. There can be a like if some riot happened, there can be 1000 or 5000 criminals. But here it is the range. So we cannot count but measure the value in a continuous data series. So in the continuous, we can measure the data in the data series. And to represent the continuous data, histogram or line graph are used. For example, time taken by each racer to finish the F1 race. So we can use it as a line graph like this, or this can go like this as well. This is line graph. Now interval data. Interval is a type of data in which each point is placed at an equal distance from one another. It is a level of measurement. So यहाँ पे क्या होता है, यहाँ पे जो डेटा होता है वो एक पर्टिकुलर इंटरवल पे कैलकुलेट किया जाता है. लाइक आपका स्पीड हर 50 किलोमीटर पर कैलकुलेट किया गया, और समथिंग लाइक विच इज विल बी कांस्टेंट फॉर throughout the measurement. So that is something which is interval data. So इसका example we can say like time taken by pendulum to complete each cycle in 1 second or minute. So they when you must all सबने ही ये क्या कहते हैं experiment किया होगा in their school days, like experiment of the pendulum in which you calculate the timing of a pendulum. Like this is pendulum and you calculate its cycle, like यहाँ से यहाँ तक जाने में इसको कितना टाइम लगा, we count it, then again we count it for second cycle, then again when it go, then it come here, we count it for the third. So by you doing that, we count all the cycles. So this is which is calculated at a particular interval, and it is known as interval data. The last one is ratio data. So this is the most sophisticated level of measurement. It is used less and having the same properties. इसका property भी same होता है interval data की तरह ही. Ratio data का भी property जो होता है वो same होता है interval data. And it is ranked or like rank, and the numerical distance between the point is consistent. यहाँ भी जो distance between the points होता है वो consistent ही होता है, equal होता है, and it also has a, but in this case there can be a true zero value as well. So this is the only difference. So for examples for the ratio data can be temperature in Kelvin, distance or time travel or income, or height, weight, annual sales mark. So you can say like change in height, change in weight, change in annual sales, or market share. What is the market share? And product defect rate, unemployment. These all can be a example of ratio data. We we compare the employment 20 से फाइनेंशियल ईयर 2022 में कितना था, फिर 2022 से 23 में कितना था, 2023 से 24 में कितना रहेगा. We calculate that, and this is what we calculate through ratio. So this is ratio data. So what is the conclusion? So conclusion is like quantitative and qualitative data have their strength and limitation. No, nothing is superior to anyone. It is used upon the which is required for your research, and they are often used together in research and decision making process. Both are used in various fields and gather information and analyze them. So they are most commonly used in market research, education, business, economic and environmental studies. तो क्वांटिटेटिव और क्वालिटेटिव डेटा में कोई भी सुपीरियर नहीं है. दे ये साथ में भी यूज किए जाते हैं कई बार, ऑफन यूज, और इन ये वेरियस फील्ड में यूज किए जाते हैं. मोस्टली मार्केट रिसर्च, किसी क्वांटिटेटिव रिसर्च में लाइक नंबर ऑफ रिसर्च पेपर पब्लिश इन अ पर्टिकुलर ईयर, देन वी कंपेयर इट टू द 2-3 years एंड वी टॉक अबाउट द ट्रेंड. देन इन्वायरमेंटल स्टडीज में यूज होता है. देन बिजनेस, इकोनॉमिक्स, सब जगह पे यूज होता है. सबसे ज़्यादा इकोनॉमिक्स में हम यूज करते हैं, लाइक मोस्टली इट इज यूज इन इकोनॉमिक्स. नाउ व्हाट इज द टिप? Tip is something that I have made to remember these things. So when we talk about quantitative, तो quantitative में results जो होते हैं वो हमेशा same आते हैं, and इसके results हैं these can be generalized. But when we talk about quantitative, sorry, it is qualitative. So here result changes every time in every reading, and it cannot be generalized. So when you get a question, just think whether it can be generalized or not. If it can be generalized, it is quantitative, and if it cannot be generalized, it is qualitative. Thank you. Like, share and subscribe our Pariksha channel for more videos like this. And please do join our Telegram channel, YouTube, and like us on Facebook, Instagram, and spread us more. help us in getting a better reach. Thank you.